Welcome back and thanks for joining us. If you're new to our channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified of each new video. In the last videos, we put up painted plywood wall panels in the van. We decided to put up something simple and lightweight that would be easy to replace later if we decided we wanted to change it. We also said goodbye to our winter workshop and started working in our new workspace.
I know, we're leaving. You upset? Me too. What's going on, buddy?
In this video, we continue putting together our lightweight bed by adding a mattress base with a piano hinge. It also doubles as extra storage space. Hey guys, this is Dory, and I'm Mena. We travel with our lovely dog Fiona to help you discover the most beautiful spots and to share with you what it's like to live as a nomad. So subscribe and welcome to our channel.
Today, Monday, it's nice that we came to the van because now it's closer. But no big work today. We're just gonna empty everything, get ourselves set up for the next working day.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to.
What you doing?
I'm posting a Patreon.
Wow.
We want to say thanks. It's so awesome that you guys are patronizing our channel, and we're definitely going to have lots of new info and posts in the Patreon page. So if you guys want to join, you can join and see our videos ad-free for as little as $1 per month. So check out the link in the description below.
Yeah, thanks guys for the love. It does encourage. It pumps us to get this van finished. So today we're at new location. Say hello to mama. So yeah, so we're going to be working today from a new location, my parents' driveway, which is nice because now we have access to bathroom, kitchen, a nice stock garage, and help. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Not only that, I'm also gonna be spending some quality time with my parents, my family, my niece, my brother. So all in all, thumbs up. But now we're super motivated to get this van finished. The weather's nice, restrictions are being lifted, and yeah, it's just a matter of time. Our goal, not to finish, to get it ready, camp ready for us. We need place to put our clothing, our equipment. We need a bed, electricity, and water. And we're good. We're good to hit the road. But for now, let's get to work. We're using Velcro to attach the panels. And it's not really a Velcro because it's a mechanism that locks. They're both the same thing, each side. Velcro has two different sides, so they kind of lock into each other. And this is good for 10 pounds. And the good thing about it is if we ever need to access the back of the wall, it's simple and easy.
Hey guys, today we're working on part 2 of our beds or benches. So we created the frames and now we have to put the plywood on the top with the piano hinge so we can kind of bring it up and get what's stored underneath, and also cover it on the sides. So we're going to cut out the plywood that's going around the sides, and then we're going to put a veneer on it. The veneer we don't have yet. We don't exactly know the measurements, so we didn't make the trip to go and get it, but we're going to be cutting the wood for it. So once the wood is cut, then we'll know the exact measurements and we'll go pick it up sometime this week. In this project, we used the following materials and tools. We used 1/2-inch Baltic birch plywood, we used a table saw, a piano hinge, a drill and a hole saw, a wrench and a long screwdriver. We ended up using 5/8 of an inch wood screws, but we recommend using 1/2-inch screws, coated nuts and bolts to connect the plywood to the aluminum, a sander, and varnish. So we're going to use 1/2-inch plywood for this. There's going to be a cut with a piano hinge so that we could flip up the doors and store stuff underneath. Same thing with this one. So this one is 75 by 25 and this one should be 80 by 25. So we're going to measure it just one more time just to be certain. Once we have the full piece, then we're going to make our cut and do the piano hinge. All right, ready for this?
Yeah, ready.
Begins. Every step, writing stories that seem to...
All right, looking good. So we created these little holes just for a little bit of extra ventilation. We are probably going to buy that kind of squishy undermat thing, and that's to, you know, make sure that there's airflow under the bed and so that there's not condensation there. But we figured this wouldn't hurt either, and it's going to be hidden by the cushion, so not a big deal.
And it makes it lighter.
Yeah, so should be okay. And now we're going to put the piano hinges. So we're just going to put screws in every single one of these holes and see how it works. So we did notice that we cut this edge crooked. I'm not sure how big a deal that's going to make, but I guess we're about to find out.
So we're going to redo the bed. I mean, this piece of wood, initially we were trying to salvage. So it wasn't the nicest piece of wood, but whatever, you know. Wood is so expensive these days that whatever you could salvage, you salvage. We're going to change a few things. The hinge, we're actually going to move it a little bit more forward because we realized is really heavy when we lift it. And the other thing, the screws were too long and it was coming in contact with the aluminum, so it was a little bit of annoying. So we're gonna replace these guys with smaller screws. And we're thinking also of cutting it in the middle and cutting the hinge as well, so we could lift one at a time. Since we still have 1/2 inch of birch plywood, we're going to use it to make our beds, but instead of 25 inches like we had before, we're going to be down to 24.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we need. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to...
So the first piece of plywood for the beds, for the benches, was a test run. It didn't really turn out. We made some mistakes, and anyway, the price of wood being what it is, I'm glad that these ones, the big piece of plywood that we had, it was 48 inches and we needed 25, but we just said, okay, well, 24 inches is going to be fine, and it actually looks much better than what it did. And also we got the right screws and we got the bolts, nuts, and washers that we need. So yeah, so this is our take two. Also, we cut the piano hinges and we cut this plywood so that it's easier to open one side or the other instead of the whole thing because it's super heavy. So yeah, I think, are you happy with this? Because I'm super happy with this.
Cheers. Yeah, I'm really happy.
I'm glad we redid it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Late start
Top
today.
of the day to ya.
12:45, but yeah, we had a good time though, right? We had lunch with my parents. They love so much their yards. It's their hobby, right? So They love the roses. And my mom has been asking me to take some pictures of the roses so I could show my family in Portugal. That's what we did right now. And it was actually fun. You know, I was into it, and yeah, it was fun. And now we're back to work. Yesterday we had really good progress.
We did these two, but this one has to be bolted down now. Oh, look at that. You know what I think?
What?
I think in the heat it swells, right? So overnight it went back down to size, and that's why they were rubbing. Because even after we sanded, it was still rubbing. But I think I'm gonna do some more sanding today, and that's why I brought the sander.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be the same thing, you know, really.
And it doesn't matter.
It's gonna expand and then it's gonna rub together. But I love how this turned out.
And it doesn't matter how close they are together because the cushion is gonna be underneath.
Yeah, these are 5/8 of an inch screws, and this is a 1/2 inch board. I really didn't think that they were going to go through, but they did. So we might just do a 1/4 turn with a screwdriver, just so they're not sticking out. But it's not like they're sticking out that much, just like the little points. I don't even think we're going to hurt ourselves on that. But yeah, otherwise I'm super psyched about how this turned out.
Yeah, me too. I'm really happy. And we brought it in the van yesterday and it wasn't too heavy still, so I'm happy about that. The hinges, we thought about it putting them under to hide, but we didn't like that they would come in contact with the aluminum bars underneath. So we chose to leave them on top, and it's going to be covered after with the cushion, right? So I'd rather this be rubbing against the cushion than rubbing against the aluminum and maybe creating some noises later on down the road when we're driving and so on, right?
Yeah, me too. I'm really happy with this.
Yeah.
It seems so simple, but I kind of thought that this was going to be a pretty simple project anyway, and it turned out to be pretty simple, except we had to scrap that. We had to scrap the scrap that we did our first try on, which is fine because we had the nice beautiful piece to do the rest. And you see, like we said, that 1 inch doesn't really make a difference in the back.
Ouch. That's going to happen a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make a bumper. I'm going to make a fabric bumper.
No,
here.
And like you said, it does not. And actually, it also creates more ventilation.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
We have our electronics here. Yep. I'm assuming this stuff's going to heat up. It's going to create some sort of heat.
Yeah, so my bed's going to be toasty warm all year round.
So, yeah, you know, I think ventilation is the key in small spaces. So yeah, so for today's project, we're gonna finish this guy, and we'll see, maybe some panels after.
Yeah, side panels, we're gonna start cutting those out. Okay, so let's explain how we attached the plywood to the aluminum. We figured out a way that we discovered by accident. So we're using this fancy little doohickey, so this wrench with the nut inside. We made sure before we bought these nuts that it would actually fit in here because we knew we'd have to do this. We were trying to figure it out. So we use painter's tape to keep it in place, and then we push this down. Okay, we get that in there, we try and line it up and then screw this in. So finally, because of all that riv nut stuff, we can't really take it out because this is a 1 inch screw. So we're not able to take the nut out with this. We can only screw it into the nut just a little bit, and then we remove the wrench, and then we use this screwdriver, and show the other one, with this, and we kind of jam it in there. So that locks the nut and enables us to screw this bolt into the nut. Kind of a happy accident. We saw that Gaetan had screwed these, attached these here, so we wanted to do the same. We just wanted to show you guys how we did it.
begin?
Alright guys, quick update. So we cut down all the 1/4 inch plywood we need for the side panels, but we ran out of plywood. So we're gonna have to go get some plywood this week to finish because we don't have enough materials. Mana's working on the fabric. This is 4-way stretch. We've done this side. We've done this one. We did this one, but we end up removing it. This was the first one we did. And what happened was we flipped the fabric. So the side that was supposed to be sticking out ended up being glued. It wasn't a big deal, but there's a slight difference in the color. So since we have to order more fabric, we figured let's just remove it, order the extra. It's not that expensive. The only problem is that they sold out and we're on waiting mode. But we do have leftover and it should be enough to do this on top. Right here. So we removed the Easy Cool. The Easy Cool acts as a thermal bridge, but also the carpet does the same thing. So we removed it, so we're going to be able to put a nice straight layer instead of having the bumps. Anyway, that's what we're going to finish the day with. So now back to the carpet and then we're going to call it a day. Monday, I'm definitely going to call my electrician guy. Hopefully I could get a meeting for first days of September, before the 6th, hopefully, if not earlier. But I do want to book ahead just in case he gets super busy and have to wait till August. I don't want that. But things are progressing slowly. We're happy with the progress. I mean, we're learning as we go. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new project. And every day is troubleshooting. So, but for first-timers, newbiers, hey, I'm happy. And I could actually see the finish line. And we're pretty much done for the day. So I think we officially ran out of materials. This week we're gonna go and buy some wood to finish closing up the cabinets. Hopefully we could get our second order 4-way stretch automotive carpet liner. And they have so many shades of gray that we really want to stick with the same supplier, but he sold out. So he told us 2 weeks. It's been a week, still no news. So hopefully this week we're able to make our second order. Once all the plywood is going to be installed over here and on the cabinets, I think we're going to be ready to bring it to the electrician so he could continue. So until then, we're going to say goodbye. So if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell if you want to see more videos like this. And catch you on the next one.